Yeah, we could talk about that. Let's talk about Cyberpunk, man.
I
Brian,
think it
what are you
only applies
excited
to
about with
people-
Cyberpunk, man? I'm going to interview you.
Because it's CD Projekt Red, and I think that they are one of the few gaming studios out there that actually want to make good games, not just make money and make controversy like Naughty Dog. And I think that I honestly believe that they're one of the few gaming studios out there that have actual talent, and they're able to actually think outside the box and say, "Hey, let's actually make a new game. Let's do something better and different, not just different for the sake of being different." Like
But
Last
Brian,
of Us.
they had the controversy with the whole gender thing. Remember people getting all bitchy about that.
Okay, that was not their controversy. It's just people that don't understand what cyberpunk is, i.e., dumb people. Because if you actually know what cyberpunk is, you know that what that poster stood for was the idea that corporations were pretty much selling you this idea and getting you to buy stuff, which again is part of the cyberpunk mythos, if you wish. So it's like, yeah, in the future, you would expect corporations to want to exploit every single aspect of human life in order for you to buy stuff. You know, like that's cyberpunk. That's part of it.
You mean kind of like our world, right?
Exactly. You know, it's like all this company is saying, "Hey, here's some white text on a black background. Buy our shit." It's like, what? Okay, yeah. So,
Or show your support for a hashtag movement.
yeah, it's just people that just don't understand how that works, and they're like, "Oh, there's like genitals in here." It's like, what do you expect corporations to do? Like, not exploit people, like for their own profit? Like, that's a bit dumb. So yeah, people just didn't understand that. But yeah, I genuinely think that they are one of the few studios out there with talent and with passion and with good ethos. I mean, they are part of the GOG. They own part of GOG, Good Old Games, which gives you DRM-free games, which means that you can literally download the game, put it on anything, and it works, no problem, no DRM, no nothing. So I literally did that with Unreal Tournament. I downloaded it, put it on a bunch of PCs, and had a LAN party. No issues. Again, pure 100% no DRM. That's the whole policy. And these days, they're actually getting some really big games in there. The last big game that actually got released there was Horizon Zero Dawn. So now that is available DRM free and only on PC. You know, like, to me, that's good ethos. So now I've started actually building my game library on GOG because I believe in that, and plus it's cheaper most times. So, yeah.
Like, and also not to mention GOG's preservation. They have a bunch of development a bunch of development groups that essentially get old ass games working on there. I mean, recently the big one was the Blade Runner game that they got working on there. That game had been the source code for that game had been lost, and these guys managed to get it to work. So there you go.
Yep, and that's like another good thing. It's like with no DRM, you can actually preserve these games, and like they are there, quote unquote, permanently now. Because again, without any DRM, you just simply put them on a PC or who knows, Xbox. I don't know what's a stupid name twice removed.
Xbox Series S.
No, like
Xbox One X.
Twice.
One S.
No, worse than that, but twice as much. Brett, just name a thing.
What are you talking about?
Just name a thing, Brett. Just name a thing. Just name anything. Just something random that comes.
Toast.
Yep. On the Xbox Toast, you might be able to emulate these PC games and put them on there. And that's what I mean by it is preserved now. It's now there, and which is fantastic. Because again, stuff like MAG, I bought MAG, I played it, I have the disc. Disc is useless since service no longer exists anymore. I can't even get the source code to it or even look at the files because it just doesn't work. Whereas if it's there on PC with no DRM, it's there all the time now, and I think that's just brilliant.
Did you buy the hat?
People can argue that it leads to piracy. Piracy is bad. True, but at the same time, I think we need to start preserving these games because we've seen what happens when they get lost. Like, was that one game? I think it was Silent Hill, where like they lost the source codes and then they tried to like remake it or something.
Yeah, well, it was for Silent Hill. It was old source code, and the company that was supposed to be there to remaster it, well, Konami in general did not have a really good system for keeping versions of the game. So when they handed over the source code, it was an old version of the source code, and they were essentially using the old game to sort of figure out what was, what needed to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of a clusterfuck. That's why that remaster that they did came out so lousy.
So yeah, so that's why I like CD Projekt Red.
So Brian, I have a question. So I'm gonna get Cyberpunk day one. I want to play it on my PS5, and
No,
I don't know. I don't know whether they're consolidating all this information, but can I buy the PS4 version and be set for PS5?
Yeah, I think that's what you're gonna get, man. They're not releasing the next gen update
No,
until later.
But sometimes they lock the PS4 version only for the PS4.
Not this one.
No, they said you could upgrade. They say you could upgrade.
Yeah.
This is CD Projekt Red. These are the guys that told you not to buy the DLC until you know what's in there. What other gaming company is saying that?
They're like, everybody else is like, buy the DLC. It's so great. Yeah.
Pre-order the DLC even,
And I'm going to
Pre-order the DLC before you actually buy the game.
And I'm going to bring this up every single time because it's one of the shittiest things I've seen. Batman Arkham Knight. They literally had the launch trailer and announced the DLC at the same damn time. That's disgusting.
Season pass also, remember? It was like $50 or some shit.
It's like in the same trailer, like you announced the game and the DLC is at the end. Like are you seriously me? Like the game's not even out yet.
Yeah, remember Brett has never played that game.
Yeah, he didn't play because of that. The Catwoman DLC.
Yes, Carlos, this is CD Projekt Red. It is guaranteed. Like you get it.
Yeah. By the way, I got next. I got a couple of questions for Brian after this. Go ahead, Carlos.
So I'm buying. So it's if my purpose is to play it on the PS5, I should just buy. There's a discounted version of the PS4, like it's $49.
Just wait, dude.
Yeah,
just wait. The PS5 version is not ready to come out yet. It's not going to be. They're going to release a patch. I think.
I don't care about
next year.
I don't care about the updates. I just care about playing the game on the best console.
Then play it on your best console, your PC. That one is the one that's going to shine. So just play it on PC.
Yeah, you want to play it on PC. It's not going to be optimized, and you're not going to get the real Cyberpunk experience until Did they say 2021? I feel like
mid 2021.
Well, it has to be 2021 because this fucking year's over.
I guess that's true. Yeah,
it's just not happening early in the year. It's not like, oh yeah, don't worry, in January, February. No, they're talking about mid.
Oh, is that what they said officially?
Yeah, they said.
Okay, so I haven't heard anything. Oh, by the way, Carlos, you need that RTX card though, brother, if you want to get the most out of this game.
Yeah, I don't want to get it on. I don't want to get it on PC until I don't want to play real games on my PC until I update this shit.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I'll tell you to wait. I'm waiting.
Yeah, just wait. What I'm doing is I'm going to play Cyberpunk when I get my new PC. That's when I'm with the RTX 3080. That's when I'm waiting. I want everything, all that shit.
You also know what's going to happen, just like all the other games that have the cross-platform. Once you switch over, all your progress, all that shit drops to zero. All your chivos disappear. Your save file
but Adam. This is CD Projekt Red here.
That's not their fault. This is just the OS. This is how the PlayStation shit works. It has nothing to do with Project Red.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think all I wanted to know, because I want to play this day one. Because if I don't play day one,
the game has uncapped frames, so you're going to get at 60 frames a second. So you know. Since it's a PS4 game, because basically what happens is, Digital Foundry, thank you to them who figured this out. Any game on PS4 and Xbox One that you run on the new console that has uncapped frames will run at 60 frames.
Nice.
So there you go. So, but just remember, you are playing the PS4 version of Cyberpunk on day one.
Yeah, not the PC version. I still have an RTX 1080 Ti, and it's on its last legs, man. It's a good card, but I can't do 4K. I can barely do 1440 on Ultra with from ultra wide screen. So might as well just do it on a PS5.
Yeah.
Oh, and Adam, they have said that your saves will carry
Yeah,
over
no.
from
The
PS4 to
saves,
PS5.
the saves do carry over. It's the progress. It's the PlayStation side that's screwy. All my saves carried over from my games,
Oh.
but it threw my progress down to 0, and all my trophies are locked. Even so, if I'm on level 3, level 1 and 2 are still locked, and I can't get them to unlock unless I switch it back because it counts it as a completely different game. Because it's like, oh, well, that was on the 4 version. You're on the 5. Yeah, but the save file carried over. Yeah, so what? So
That's-
my progress, I took screenshots.
Yeah, that's a
of that.
PlayStation thing, Brian. That's not something
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red could actually work around.
That doesn't seem right to me because
It is not right. It's not right.
It's not right
No,
at all. It's
because-
kind of fucked up, but that's the way it is.
when I transferred like my GTA, when I transferred my GTA 5 from PS3 to PS4, like I got all the trophies that I did up to that point in the storyline. So hence why I'm confused. Like, why can't they do it now for 4 to 5?
They need to do it. That's
Who the
whole thing.
fuck
You gotta
knows,
wait
man?
for
Jim
that to
Ryan,
happen.
bruh.
Yeah.